Nintendo has finally proved once and for all that man-children across the world will suck from that diseased tit no matter what their hardware looks like, as long as it allows these grown-ass adults to sit around in their diapers and play shit like Zelda, Pokemon, and Mario as they creep slower and slower towards the cold, dark embrace of death. You can't spell Switch without shit, and that's just what this device is. Go fuck yourself, gamers.
Here we go!
So what exactly is this new, soon-to-be dust collector that Nintendo's trying to impress us with this time? Well, let's just watch their depressing launch video, which shows off all of the very impressive scenarios in which millennial garbage people like you might use this garbage device. It starts out with some rich, lonely guy who would rather spend his nights at home playing what looks like some shitty cel-shaded Scanner Darkly version of Zelda. Seriously, we get it. You remember Zelda? But it's gonna be 2017 in like 2 months, and these graphics are unacceptable.
Boo.
I don't care when this fucking game came out. If it was 2002, I might give it a pass.
Sure.
Might not. Anyway, this guy who must be a lawyer or something to afford his lifestyle gets rudely interrupted by his dumb, real-life dog who wants to go outside and actually do something for a change. Now, usually this guy would just tell his dog to fuck up, but with Nintendo Switch, he can go sit on a park bench and continue to be a 30-something white male playing Zelda in public, not paying attention to anything happening around him. He should trade in his real-life dog for a Nintendo.
Yeah, then he can get 2 things done at once.
No, I poke it with the pen.
All right, first, let's take a step back real quick and talk about the fact that this thing looks like Nintendo went dumpster diving behind Sony for old PlayStation Slims and then headed over to the Ouya graveyard and dug up some of their old controllers. You can seriously tell that Nintendo's been developing and designing this console for well over 2 or 3 years now, because it seems like they must have jumped on that whole modular design craze that has since fizzled out, because the selling point of this thing, which is, let's be honest here, a tablet with a charging dock, is that you can break apart your controller and attach it to a screen and take it anywhere your pathetic life leads you. No one is going to use this except for shitty adults on flights.
Which leads us to the next example of how you can use this, as shown by the ad. You guessed it, on a plane!
Whoa!
Oh my god, it has a little kickstand. Talk about innovation. But this example is probably the best one out of the whole ad, because it's something that is at least somewhat acceptable. Everyone gets bored on flights. No one wants to talk to people around them. So play a game.
Sure.
This ad shows no power connector attached to the device at all, and it shows this guy going from airport terminal to flight to getting in a cab all without plugging it in.
Yeah.
What's the battery life on this thing, Nintendo?
Yeah.
Are we to believe that Nintendo has developed some kind of super battery that is very subtly hidden in this device? Are they using nuclear power?
I think
we
so.
saw what happened the last time the Japanese tried that.
Yeah.
They have listed no battery life anywhere so far at the time of this writing, and we'll put good money on the fact that if you're playing Skyrim or something on this piece of shit, it's not gonna last very long. Not at all.
No. Now, next part of the ad, split screen on this tiny thing with these tiny ass remotes in the back of a van with some disgusting looking add-on that's just a pole attached to a car's headrest. Get the fuck out of here.
Get out.
Not gonna happen. Go get your mom's tablet and try to split screen something on that. No one will ever want to play like that, ever. Now, okay, let's move on. Here's another complete fabrication. These guys get sick of playing real basketball, probably because they suck, and they decide to go play NBA 2K instead. Of course, this means huddling up together on a picnic table like you're trying to find warmth from a really tiny bonfire. The only time I could ever imagine this happening is on the smelly, gum-riddled floor of a video game convention. And that isn't exactly complimenting this technology.
No.
Everyone always fucking around on their DSs in those shitty beanbags that have farts trapped in them. Disgusting.
Gross. The next example has to be the saddest one of all. This young woman's just sitting in her very nice apartment, wasting the day playing a new Mario game when she could be out hanging out with friends. But wait, what's this? Real people? And they want me to come enjoy their rooftop barbecue with them? How can I turn down such a great opportunity for social interaction? I have to go. But not without my Nintendo Snap or whatever the fuck it's called. I better bring that along. I know they'll all love it as much as I do. Well, here's a reality check, lady. They don't, and you're an asshole.
Fuck you!
She shows up and essentially ruins this party by bringing her video games. What are you, 11? Sure. Sure, her one friend can play along, but everyone else has to watch. Oh, good. That's pure selfishness. And all of those people are talking shit behind her back the second she leaves.
I would pour my beer all over
Did you
it.
see Bridget brought a fucking game console to our rooftop
What a
barbecue?
fucking loser.
What a bitch. She's not invited next time.
Yeah, left swipe. Anyways, that one was the saddest. But the final example has to be the most unrealistic. They truly saved the worst for last. Because as much as we hate to admit it, there probably will be people who buy these things and take them outside to ignore their surroundings for whatever reason. But in no stretch of reality do we ever think there will be a stadium full of eager fans clamoring to see their favorite esports heroes compete in a fucking game of Splatoon.
Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. But, whew, all advertisements aside, there are just way too many questions about this little stupid thing that are still unanswered. Like, why? But also, how much? And how long does the battery last? And how much are you gonna charge for the controller pieces when everyone loses them? How much storage is on it? Because games like Skyrim are gigantic. And there's lots of other questions, but we'll have to reserve our harsher judgment for later, and instead we should talk about something that we're at least excited about.
Yeah, Nintendo, send us the review console.
Yeah, we should really send one out to these guys.
No.
Really change their tune.
I mean, if you want us to say nice things, give us free stuff.
That's how it works.
That's how it works.
I mean, we're not IGN or anything, but
Yeah.
we have a voice.
We're still very ethical.
Quid pro quo. You send us things, we give you things. It's like Hillary's campaign.
Like
Yeah.
the Clinton Foundation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where's those emails?
Yeah, show me the emails. Moving on though, ladies and gentlemen, Red Dead Redemption 2 is finally real.
Woo!
Are we allowed to be happy about something? Because I'm excited.
yeah.
So barring any delays, that'll almost certainly happen. This will be delayed.
This is gonna come out in 2018, by the way.
It's supposed to be hitting stores just about 1 year from now.
We're moving that thing 1 year back.
You can pre-order today. Why? I don't know.
Yeah.
You're basically giving interest-free loan to Rockstar, but
Yeah.
that's your prerogative.
Yeah.
So anyway, Rockstar had been teasing the release of this news over the last few days, starting with some image teasers sent out on its Twitter accounts and culminating in a teaser trailer released the same day as that stupid Nintendo thing, and also the Logan trailer, sending all this combined is sending anyone between 19 and 40 years old into some kind of super orgasm that is preventing them from any kind of rational thought or work for the rest of the day.
Yeah, everyone's
You're
just
fired.
clamoring about all this shit. Now, let's be honest, guys. This game looks fucking great. And it's not going to be hard for a company like Rockstar to take everything that they've learned from an absolutely massive scale on a game like GTA 5, where they had to worry about all the modern annoyances like cars, planes, skyscrapers, trains. Okay, there's trains back then, but, you know, more mass transit here. Cell phones, tennis courts, golf courses, so on and so forth. It's not going to be hard for them to take all of that they've learned on that and turn it into an incredibly detailed recreation of the Old West. This might actually be our first step towards making something like Westworld a reality, and that's both shocking and fucking awesome.
And terrifying.
Shocking.
It's the implication.
Yeah.
Still, there's not a whole lot we know from this teaser trailer other than the fact that the game is going to be beautiful.
Huh.
So we'll try our best to bottle up our excitement until we see more from the developer, but this announcement just got us a whole lot more interested in next year's E3. It's gonna be relevant somehow, some way. Maybe we'll actually head down there.
Hi,
this time.
everyone. Hi, everyone at E3. We're here to announce it's been delayed. Sorry, it's going to be coming out in fall of 2018 now. Sorry, guys. You should know that the first date release is always at least a year away from the actual.
But what about the PC version of Red Dead Redemption
The PC
1?
version comes out after the next election.
So what I heard about that actually is that Red Dead Redemption 1 was only a good game by a fucking last minute miracle. Apparently the development process was such a goddamn mess that the reason it's never going to be ported to PC is that the code is so convoluted and messed up that porting it would cost more money than they'd ever make.
Good.
So you're never gonna get it.
But speaking about
Never
money,
gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it.
But speaking about things making a bazillion quadrillion dollars, we haven't talked about drama aside from the drama that we're starting by shitting all over your excitement for a new Nintendo product. It sucks. And this week we have some real, actual drama that doesn't involve YouTubers continuing to argue with each other for views. This time, it's about video game voice actors not getting their fair share of the profits, and goddammit, they're right. Video game voice actors are probably going to be going on strike because of what they feel is unfair treatment by the studios, considering the fact that massive profits are being brought in by these games. Now, because you're all very young, we're going to assume that you're probably going to react like this. Oh, but they should just be stoked that they get to do voices for video games and get paid for it. Blah, 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 blah. But you're an asshole, and that's okay, but assholes only open when shit goes out or when dicks go in. So why don't you just shut it for a second?
Yeah, video games have evolved at an incredibly rapid pace, and these days AAA titles require the same amount of intense performances as almost any major blockbuster film, and certainly as much as any animated film or TV show. But the actors that play your favorite characters inside of a video game are paid far less than for roles in other mediums. Mostly, that boils down to people still viewing video games as less than other forms of media. Either way, these actors they've had enough of getting paid these low amounts for games that sometimes go on to make hundreds of millions of dollars, and essentially they're seeking not only higher day rates, but also some back-end compensation for those gigantic money makers. Shit like Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed.
So this is the same thing that happens within the film industry. And at this point, they're no different. In fact, a lot of voice actors who do video games also work in film and TV. People like friend of the show Nolan North and John DiMaggio. So I think that they would probably know better than anyone what the standards should be set at. We can't help but side with the talent behind the digital faces on this one, especially when you see the kind of profit some of these games are making. Okay, now open up your asshole. There it is, it's open now. Tell us how you would do their job for free, and then hitchhike yourself down here to LA, start auditioning and living off of tap water ramen noodles for a couple years before actually landing a gig. And that gig will pay you enough to maybe make a car payment or, half of next month's rent.
Yeah, apparently...
It's all about the love of the craft, right, guys?
Yeah, I do this because I love it. Apparently...
I sleep in a box down on the corner.
A big asterisk or footnote to this is a lot of these people just want like ample break time between screaming sessions. A lot of people they get hired for like games like Call of Duty where they're in a booth just being like for 12 hours, and they lose their voices and it stops them from finding other work.
Exactly. Yeah, they also want a bit more pay for those stunt voices like what you're talking about because it can ruin their careers.
Yeah, it's not good for you.
Yeah. No.
It's like listening to like really loud music constantly.
Like I'm a musician and you used to be good, but now you can't hear anything, so you're just going. Anyways,
but
they deserve it.
We have someone here who makes so much money that he can afford to get married and shit all over video games without the fear of big game companies, except Blizzard, putting the pressure on him to hand out perfect scores. That man's name is Shibby, and he's here to help. Last week we talked about a little game called Mafia 3. I can't remember if we said good things or bad things about it.
I can never remember after we finish recording.
It's time for a second opinion.
Sorry, Paul Scheer.
Oh shit! Mafia 3's out on Laserdisc? Woo!
T.U.G.S faithful. This week I'm reviewing one of the biggest letdowns of the year, Mafia 3 on PC.
What the hell is that, Xbox?
Here.
No.
Okay. This week, well, I already said that. This is all very frustrating to me because Mafia 1 and Mafia 2 were fairly decent titles, and a rational person like these guys would think that by the time you reach the third entry in the series, you would know what you're doing as a developer. Apparently, Hangar 13 and 2K Games forgot. Much like I forgot to watch most of Leafy's videos recently because they're redundant and repetitive. Want to know what else is repetitive? The storyline missions in Mafia 3. Now, don't get me wrong, viewer, an escort mission here or blowing some dudes in the alley with a gun is perfectly fine once in a while, especially on Tuesdays, but in Mafia 3, every mission and region, every region in this game is the fucking same. It should be criminal in 2016. Talk about the main person in the district. Talk to him. Get 2 different choices for missions in that region. Then blow a bunch of dudes, get some intel, then destroy boxes.
Are they really giving blowjobs in this game?
Progressive.
If you destroy enough boxes, the mob boss for that region comes available to blow up. Cutscenes either before or after blowing dudes with weapons is quite good, actually. And voice acting and facial animations after you blow these gangbangers is quite quality.
Well, hopefully they're getting their fair compensation.
They sure are. Customization in this game is weaker than any similar game in 2016.
How much are the blowjobs? How much
Where are the emails?
How much are the blowjobs, Chip?
It's for free.
Well, how can I afford to not get one?
Jokester over here.
Is this a gay sex game?
Yeah. Ass Mafia.
I think you played the wrong Mafia.
Yeah. Did you get that? This is like Leisure Suit Larry or something.
It's poorly optimized for my god tier PC. The AI is weaker than any of Misha's dope rap lyrics, and I simply cannot recommend this title at its current price point. Comparing this $60 title to comparable titles like The Witcher 3 makes one realize how shit Mafia 3 really is. This game truly blows 0 out of 10 dudes.
How much oral sex is actually happening in the game?
A lot.
I love it. Let's play it.
Mafia 4, gay for pay. No, you don't understand. This guy loves blowjobs.
You gotta suck the info out of him. The only way he's gonna know you're not a cop is if you get down on your knees and suck his dick.
Fine, his dick tastes like spaghetti.
It's a big
spaghetti dick.
I don't think that's what the game's about at all.
It
but
should be.
Whatever. Thanks, Jibs. Now, before we go over to the end card, let's tell you about what's going to be there. We did a brand new, totally fresh episode of Tech Tuesday where we talk about how autonomous cars are going to murder you in cold blood. And also a podcast we did with your best friend, Shibby, who will blow you in an alley for free. On Tuesdays about all the new games coming out this fall. It's a must-watch for T.U.G.S boys and T.U.G.S girls alike. So check that out. Go on and check this fan art out and click the damn links. Watch the videos.
Do it!
You won't.